just like in the video I made about drugs for goats, I'm also going to make the same video for the cattle part. Now, if you're a cattle farmer or you have cattle in your farm, then you need these drugs. They're almost the same. In fact, they are the same drugs that I mentioned for the goats. They work the same thing. Now, this is the sulfademadine. Sulfademadine. That's if your cow has diarrhea, you can use this drug to stop diarrhea. Now, the other drug is the antibiotics. This is long-acting injectable antibiotics. Everyone knows this drug. If you're a pig farmer, if you're a goat farmer, you already know what this long-acting is all about. It's a broad-spectrum antibiotics which is used, for so many things like gastrointestinal and respiratory and some certain respiratory issues. So this is what this long antibiotics is mainly used for. Now, for my deworming, there are so many drugs you can use to deworm cattle. Levamisole, we have albendazole, that's albendazole. We have other injectable and soluble deworming products. But the one I prefer to use, which I feel is the best, which works for me, is this ivermectin. Ivermectin doesn't just deworm these animals. It also, kills external parasites. It's used against external parasites such as lice, ticks, and the rest. So that is why one thing I like about the ivermectin is dual purpose for internal parasites and for external parasites. So that's one thing I love about this ivermectin, and that's why I always recommend it to people when people ask me which drug will I use to deworm my livestock. I always recommend this ivermectin because for me that has been the most effective on this farm. Now I talked about the multivites. So these multivites, multivitamin is basically to boost an animal's appetite. If your pig is not eating, if your goat is not eating, if your cows are not eating, you give them these multivitamins. It has all the vitamins that are required for an animal's immunity, and that's what this multivitamin is used for. Now, the next thing I use on this farm is the thylacine. The thylacine is basically for respiratory issues. If your animals have respiratory problems, if your animals are coughing, if they are having runny nose, that might be a sign of PPR in goats. But if you're not noticing mortalities, you just administer this thylacine. It helps in solving this respiratory issue and problem. So that was basically it on today's video. This video is short, as you know. There's nothing more to talk about again. So that's it on today's video. Subscribe, follow up the channel, and let's keep growing this channel. See you guys in the next video.